Picture this. The very chips fueling your favorite video games, powering cutting-edge AI, and shaping the future of self-driving cars suddenly caught in the crossfire of a global power struggle. China, a tech giant in its own right, has just targeted Nvidia, one of the world's most influential chipmakers, accusing it of bending the rules. This isn't some behind-closed-doors legal drama. The stakes are sky-high, and the fallout could hit your wallet, your gadgets, and the entire future of innovation. Want to know how this could impact everything from your smartphone to the next generation of AI breakthroughs? Stick around, because what's happening right now might just rewrite the rules of global tech forever. Just days ago, news broke that Chinese authorities have opened a probe into Nvidia, accusing the Silicon Valley giant of violating anti-monopoly laws. The timing couldn't be more critical. We're in the middle of an intense global chip race with the United States and China jockeying for technological supremacy. Nvidia, already dominating the GPU market and leading the charge in AI chip design, finds itself on the defensive in a region it can't afford to lose. For years, Nvidia has supplied crucial technology to Chinese companies, feeding everything from China's booming gaming sector to massive data centers powering cutting-edge AI research. Now, Chinese regulators say they've had enough, and they're ready to clamp down if they find any wrongdoing. To understand the gravity of this, we need to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The United States and China have been locked in a tug-of-war over semiconductor dominance for years now. Semiconductors, microchips, are the new oil, fueling everything from consumer gadgets to high-end military systems. America has historically led the industry with companies like Intel, Nvidia, and AMD. But China has been on a mission to become self-sufficient, pouring billions into its own chip ecosystem. As Washington and Beijing exchange trade restrictions, impose export controls, and push for local manufacturing, multinational giants like Nvidia find themselves caught in the middle. This probe might be a strategic move by China, not just a legal step, but a political and economic maneuver meant to reclaim leverage in a market where United States companies have long enjoyed a dominant role. So, what does Nvidia stand to lose here? Short answer, a lot. China is a massive market. It's not just about selling gaming GPUs, it's about selling data center chips to power China's AI boom, partnering with major Chinese tech giants and tapping into a limitless pool of innovators and customers. If Chinese authorities find Nvidia guilty of anti-monopoly practices, possible outcomes include hefty fines, mandatory licensing agreements, or even a forced restructuring of how Nvidia operates within China. While Nvidia's balance sheet might weather a fine here or there, the reputational damage and the potential loss of long-term partnerships could be far more damaging. Investors hate uncertainty, and any hint that Nvidia could lose ground in the world's second-largest economy might spook the markets and deflate the company's dazzling growth story. Let's bring this down to you, the viewer. How could this possibly affect your life? Well, consider that Nvidia's cutting-edge GPUs and AI accelerators are key components in the services and devices you love. Maybe you're a gamer who dreams of playing the next big title at ultra-high settings with ray tracing, or you're a creative professional relying on GPU-accelerated tools to edit videos and design 3D graphics at lightning speed. Perhaps you're an entrepreneur or developer waiting for more accessible AI frameworks to break new ground. If Nvidia's growth is stunted, it could slow down innovation and raise prices across the board. Competition might diminish if regulatory hurdles make Nvidia more cautious in its dealings, meaning fewer groundbreaking technologies at consumer-friendly prices. In short, this probe isn't just legal jargon. It could have real-world consequences for tech accessibility and cost. It's not just Nvidia feeling the heat. This move by China could send a warning shot to other foreign tech companies. It's a reminder that in this new era of economic and technological rivalry, no one is untouchable. Global firms, be it chip makers, software giants, or consumer electronics manufacturers, must navigate a maze of regulations, trade barriers, and shifting political winds. China's decision to target Nvidia could encourage other countries to scrutinize major tech players more closely. Meanwhile, companies like Intel, AMD, and even TSMC are watching closely, recalculating their strategies. After all, if a titan like Nvidia can be called out, who's next? So how might this all play out? One scenario, Nvidia cooperates fully, and after a lengthy investigation, the company pays a fine or makes concessions, perhaps promising more open licensing deals or fairer pricing structures in China. While this might bruise Nvidia's ego and wallet, it could preserve future business relationships. Another scenario: tensions escalate. If Nvidia fights back or if the probe reveals something more serious, we could see a major standoff. Nvidia might lose key deals and Chinese firms might turn to local suppliers or other global competitors, accelerating China's push toward chip self-reliance. In a worst-case scenario, this could lead to broader chip shortages, impacting everything from cars to smartphones and igniting price hikes that reach consumers worldwide. We've seen big antitrust battles before. Think Microsoft in the late 90s or Google in the EU. These cases often set new rules for how tech giants operate. In some cases, they lead to more competition and innovation as monopolistic practices are curbed. In others, they drag on for years, generating uncertainty that hurts everyone involved. With Nvidia and China, we're dealing with something even more complex: underlying political tensions and a global supply chain so interconnected that any disruption can cause massive ripple effects. If the past is any guide, the results might include stricter regulations, a more fragmented tech ecosystem, and a heightened push for diversification in supply chains worldwide. As this story unfolds, what should we, as consumers and observers, take away? First, the tech industry is not operating in a vacuum. Political, economic, and social forces shape the devices and services we rely on. Second, we should brace for more such clashes in the near future. The era of frictionless global trade in cutting-edge tech might be ending, replaced by strategic alliances, homegrown innovation, and stricter regulations. For innovators, it means thinking carefully about supply chains and long-term strategies. For investors, it means watching geopolitical developments as closely as financial statements. And for consumers, it might mean adjusting our expectations for product availability and pricing. The fate of Nvidia in China's latest probe remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the stakes have never been higher. As we watch this real-life corporate drama unfold, we're witnessing a pivotal moment in the evolving global tech landscape. Whether Nvidia emerges unscathed or takes a hit, the ripples of this moment will shape the chips in our devices and the intelligence in our machines for years to come. Stay tuned, because the global chip war is heating up, and we're all caught in the crossfire.
First of all, what went through my mind is how stupid am I to actually...
Thanks for watching. If you found this deep dive helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss an update on the world of technology and innovation. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. What do you think this means for Nvidia and the global tech future? Let us know below.